What's good, YouTube? SlimTv here to put a center to on this new topic. Today we got father upset after stepdad takes his son to the barbershop. And what I really want to talk about in this video is the art of de-escalation. See, sometimes people will get in our faces and sometimes, they'll do things that anger us, but it's important to know when and how to get angry or when to just totally avoid the situation, So we're going to go through this and I'm just going to say what I need to say when it's time to say it.
Should I say all boy?
Ain't not shit, that's my motherfucking son. That's my motherfucking son. You don't got no business. Hey, barbershop, I told you that. I told you that shit. I told you.
So off the rip, the stepdad took the son to the barbershop, right? And to most biological dads, I mean, this is the biological dad, obviously. Taking their son to the barbershop is kind of like a rites of passage, or that's like man time, you know what I'm saying? Like you go to the barbershop, everybody's kind of chopping it up, and you introduce your son to your friends or like your other peers that go to the same barbershop as you. So it's kind of like it's like a low-level man's club, if that makes sense. With that being said, there's obviously been some type of beef between these guys before, which is why he's getting so heated. And he's always, I could tell that the one in the blues, but always been the one to brush it off. So one thing that we have to remember when things like this happen is we have to take into account who has the legal rights in this situation, who has the most authority in this situation. And the dad is the one who has the most legal authority because that is his biological son. So now it's really up to him just to kind of get out of there. Now there's some more points I'm gonna point out, but let's just keep watching.
I told you that shit. I told you that shit. It's your first time.
Hey, let me go ahead and call his mama real quick and we gonna hit you to the bottom of it.
Alright, you go ahead and do that. And she better say the right shit, because if she don't, I'm about to get you swinging in this. Oh God. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I'm trying to poke you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now why is the stepdad really trying to fight to watch his son get a haircut? I get it, people can build bonds with other people's children. That's perfectly fine. But at the end of the day, again, the biological father has more rights to the child than the stepdad does. And I'm going to just say this as well. The guy in the background is like, yeah, he's punking you, bro. And to an extent, I can see that. Now, when it comes to de-escalating a situation, there's a way you want to do it to where you don't look like a punk, but at the same time you're not trying to actually fight. So one thing I could say off the rip is that you need to make eye contact with the dude and hold a firm eye contact, not to intimidate, but to let him know that you're not intimidated. Because the only reason that he's continuing to go off like he is because he hasn't really been like addressed, if that makes sense. Like, it's more so like he's just running at the mouth, and he feels a sense of power from that, simply because the other guy is kind of just looking away and walking around trying to avoid the situation. The next thing that he could easily do is simply just say, hey, you know what, bro, that's your son, and I understand that, but I would appreciate if you wouldn't talk to me like that. See, we got to cut the nonsense cut and dry. We got to cut the BS. Letting this guy yell and scream in your face, spit in your face, that's not the move. No man wants to have that happen, especially when there's a bunch of other men around. It's like, come on, bro, you're doing too much. The next thing that he should have done is, again, taking accountability. Who has the rights here? Who has the high ground, if you will, here? And the biological dad, has the high ground. So now, after you take that into account, it's basically time to make your exit, bro. It's basically time to make your exit. Let them know, hey, I don't appreciate you talking to me like that, but I understand. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna leave the son in your care, and next time I'm gonna make sure to either talk to the mom or have her hit you up, so that we can discuss when it's time for this child to get a haircut. Because it's important that you do keep your kid's head nice and clean. You keep them with a nice cut, because these kids in school these days, bro, they not playing. They will take your lunch pail. Bro, they will try and ruin your life based off of one day where you have a mediocre hairline. So, I mean, I get the sentiment, and I know why it's so important to keep going and get haircuts. But, you really, when you're dealing with somebody else's kid, bro, you really got to make sure that you you know, stay in contact and keep everything, you know, transparent with everybody related.
Yo, ass not answering the phone, huh? Ass probably what I thought ass.
Hey, bro.
Man,
Like I told
Hey,
you,
what's
why
up?
get him out your phone?
Yeah, that's not your motherfucking son. That's my motherfucking son.
You
This
don't
want to be
do that,
Russell Wilson
man.
so motherfucking bad. This want to be Russell Wilson so bad. Well, you don't even got the Sierra.
Hey, bro, you doing too damn. Hey, bro.
I need all this little fight.
Nigga, bro. You want to get a body shot?
Hey, she said I answered the phone, huh?
Hey, bro. All right. I'm really showing you. You're doing too damn.
Yeah, all right.
So at this point, you know, he's disrupting the business, and I think that it's up to the owner, or like the head barber, to kind of step in and mitigate the situation, simply because we have a bunch of children in here, and you know, they're seeing a bad example of how to handle things. One thing for the guy in the black, it's like, bro, you could have took this outside and handled it that way. Again, they know each other, and for him to be screaming at the top of his lungs, he's met this guy. I mean, not that we know he's met him, but there has been some other disagreements between these guys before, and it's like he's trying to show that he's alpha. Because you walking in here, your son's right there, you got a bunch of people around you. It's like, you know, he could have been like, yeah, look, yeah, bro, this is my son. I would like to spend some time with the dude. So if you would you mind going home and let me finish out his haircut? And then after that, he could have followed up like maybe a day later and be like, hey, look, man, I know maybe I haven't been consistent, but I would really like to be the one to take my son on to get a haircut. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But yet again, we're here making a fool of ourselves. For what? For what? No reason at all. And some people will be like, well, yeah, he's fighting for his son, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. That's not how you fight for your son, bro. That actually makes you look even worse. Especially since this is on camera. You know, the mom could easily take you to court and take all the rights away from you, because it's so easy. She could be like, yeah, you know, he's been violent in the past and this and that. Next thing you know, they're playing the same exact video on the big screen on the court, or the judge is watching the video, and now the jury is like, well, he does have some type of temper. I mean, it's on camera.
Oh, hey,
Like I said, watch your motherfucking John.
ain't your motherfucking son.
Hold on. Hey, Keisha.
Keisha.
Hey, Keisha. Hey, can you up in here trying to take Sean with him?
Let me get a little closer.
What?
You ain't cleaning her nowhere until you pay your child support.
What? Child support, that little bitty ass shit, I can pay that shit right now on God.
Do it, then.
Shit out your ass.
Hey, take that aside, man.
Hey, Keisha, gonna really let this disrespect me in front of my mother son? So thought ass?
You know, it's real disappointing that he's coming in here going buck wild, and apparently, allegedly, he hasn't paid child support. You are coming in here fighting tooth and nail, but you're not even taking care of your child. No wonder the mom possibly sent the child with the stepdad, because it's like, well, you're not paying for nothing anyway, bro. See, a lot of people get mad at the whole child support situation and the system, but at the end of the day, most of these guys put themselves in that situation. Real talk. You laid up with a woman, you got her pregnant, you knew that she wasn't crap, you know, you knew that you guys didn't really get along. You have a child, now you guys don't get along, and now you have a child in the mix. So now it's just a fight for rights. And of course, you know, the woman's going to take full custody, probably because you haven't shown you're able to be responsible. See, this ties back into this whole video, because it's like, bro, if you were more responsible, you would be the one taking your kid to get a haircut. You would be on it. Every 2 weeks, you come and pick up your child, take him to and the wife, even if you didn't pay child support, she'd be cool with that, because it's like, hey, you know, he's doing something with this. That's his son. Let him do what he do. Again, I still think that the dude in the blue, I think that he should have just de-escalated and just let it go. Because even though the father didn't pay child support, I'm pretty sure the father in the blue isn't paying child support either. So it's really just between the mom and the dad. With that being said, since the dude in the black, the biological father, is actually in the legal equation, he has a little bit more rights to the child than the dude in the blue, because he's not on any paperwork, I'm assuming, at least. So with that being said, dude in the blue should have really just de-escalated the situation, you know, said what he had to say, checked him on the attitude, and been like, hey, look, bro, this is your son. I'm gonna dip out. Hopefully we can have a conversation about this later, or what have you.
Oh, man.
Hey, call that. Hey, I'm getting my motherfucking son. We going. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, but I need my son. I need my son. Hey, let's wrap this shit up. I need my motherfucking son, man. Give me my motherfucking son. Hey, don't kill my son no more. I'm gonna shit out your ass. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Come on, like, man.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. All right.
Man, you gonna let him take him like that?
Shit out your ass.
Come on, Russell. Was you letting him take?
Hey man, it's his son. It's his son. Man, I ain't trying to fight.
Oh, man, this man sad, man.
Yeah, he said.
Oh, so now it's his son. But we going back and forth in the barbershop in front of other kids and children, making us look like fools. Furthermore, bruh, these grown men in the background talking about viral. Oh, you gonna let him take it? You gonna let him take him like that? Bro, why are you trying to egg on something that's none of your effing business, bro? I hate people like that, bro. You in the background, you know, fight. Like, bro, get out of here, bro. Do you have the courage to fight? Do you have the courage to step in and do something? No. So sit your ass in the background like how you're doing, instead of trying to instigate something, bro. Because that's really selfish in nature for people to just be sitting around egging something on just to get a quick view or some entertainment value. Do something else with your life, bro. I mean, yeah, we can go through all these hypotheticals and this and that, but at the end of the day, when you're actually in the situation, bro, let two grown men do what they do without you having to interfere. But it's sad that these other black boys in the back just have to sit down and watch that, and and they're like, dang, is this my fate? Is this what I'm gonna hope to be when I'm grown up? Is this how it is? No, it's not how it is, bro. If you make wise decisions, it won't be. But let's just finish this video. I don't think there's much else.
That shit crazy, man. You gonna get him, man?
What is going on?
What the heck? Okay, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna just leave it here. It's funny how at the end the dude in the blue kind of got angry and threw something around, and that's simply because he didn't really stand his ground. He was more so walking around, and he didn't make a wise decision. See, he feels like he let himself get punked, and in a sense, you know, he did the right thing for the most part. I just think that he could have de-escalated the situation again just by making eye contact, saying what he needed to say, you know, and then leaving. See, your words are really powerful. Your words have much more value than people give them credit for. And if you're able to articulate and structure them in a proper fashion, people will respect that. Most of the times, people, when you say something that's actually profound, or you say something that actually makes a logical reasoning and sense, people don't have much else to say. A guy like that, if you speak logic, the guy in the black, that's what I'm talking about. A guy like that, a guy like the guy in the black, there's only two things that can happen. If you speak logic to him, he's either gonna punch you or he's gonna be like, all right, bro, you know, it is what it is, and he'll drop it. Most of the times they'll drop it, but you never know. Some of these guys are unhinged in the mind. But that's it for this video today, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love you guys. Peace. Thanks for watching. Check out my YouTube or my Instagram for more content. Peace.